Today we're going to be looking at a plush set from a company you've probably never heard about. This company being VG Toys. The reason why you probably have never heard of them is that this is basically their only popular plush set that they ever made. And this company also only releases their plushes in Mexico, so that makes it even more obscure. And with all that said, welcome to a look at the VG Toys Plants vs. Zombies plush set. And let's start off with the first plush set, which is the normal Gargantuar. Now overall, basically every single plush set is overall very high quality and it uses overall very good materials. As well, the only really material that could get damaged on this plush are the straps coming off from where the imp is held. But besides that, basically every single detail on this plush holds up extremely well over the years, and was overall just a really high quality plush, especially for a bootleg. And it's actually really surprising to find such a good and high quality bootleg, because usually bootlegs use very low quality materials, but this company actually used some great materials to make it held up overall really good over the years. So yeah, the proportions on this plush are overall really accurate to how a Gargantuar is supposed to be, and it overall looks really nice. The clothes are overall extremely accurate to how it looks in the game, and is by far a lot more accurate than the original Lynxen version. And is also holding a power line which seems to be stitched to the body, which overall seems to be a pretty strange thing for this plush, as is not actually supposed to be like that. But besides that, there really isn't any bad things about this plush. The face overall looks really good and it has some really nice embroidery on it. The one thing that I don't really understand though is that for some reason one of the teeth are gold, even though it's definitely not supposed to be like that. But besides that, the rest of the face looks pretty accurate to the game. And well, for the imp on these plushes, it uses the exact same face as the normal Gargantuar, except the eyes are flipped. But besides that, the imp is basically the exact same as the normal Gargantuar face, and it still has that weird gold tooth on it. But yeah, overall, this is a great plush and it's overall very high quality, and if you want this plush, you can look on websites in Mexico, because well, that's where this plush was released, so it's basically the most common there. But if you don't live in Mexico and can't get a proxy to get these plushes shipped to your country, then you can look on eBay. And now let's move on to the next plush set, which is the Pirate Gargantuar. Now every single Gargantuar in this set uses the exact same pattern for the body and basically the exact same pattern for the face, besides a few changed details. So yeah, it's basically the exact same as the normal Gargantuar, but with a few details changed. First off, the shirt is slightly different as it's a blue color, and it's also slightly more ripped like it's supposed to be, to make it look more accurate how the Pirate Gargantuar actually looks in the game. It's also holding a shark with a hand coming out of it, which overall just looks really good. They did a great job putting all the details onto the shark, and really the only detail that could get damaged on it is the eye, because well, since these eyes are made out of beads, they're only glued on, they could fall off because well, glue could get dried over the years. But yeah, overall, this Pirate Gargantuar is already a lot better than the Lynxen 2 one as well. That one's just really low quality compared to this one. This one's just overall looks really good. It also uses this metal piece on it as an earring, which overall just looks really good, and it's very unique to actually use non-plush materials on the plush to make the plush look better. And the face is the exact same as the normal Gargantuar, except the eyes are just slightly changed, and it's also wearing a bandana on it. But yeah, the face on the imp is the exact same as the normal imp on the normal Gargantuar, and it overall looks pretty good. But yeah, overall, just like the normal Gargantuar, if you want this plush, you can look on either websites in Mexico or eBay. And now let's go on to the next plush set, which is the Cowboy Gargantuar. Now this plush uses the exact same pattern for the body as the normal and Pirate Gargantuars, and the clothes actually look really accurate on this one. As well, they're both the correct color, and also they have the exact same pattern and basically the exact same look as it does in the game. The only thing that's not in the game on this plush is that the strings on the plush, because well, it's holding up the imp so it doesn't fall off. The only thing really inaccurate about this plush is that for some reason the pole is missing the ring on the outside of it. Because well, if you played Plants vs. Zombies 2 in the Wild West world, you'll know that well, these things have like a little circle around the front of them. And I'm guessing the reason they didn't add it onto the plush is that for some reason the game is just kind of floating around it. So yeah, they obviously can't attach a floating piece onto a plush, so that's probably why they didn't do it. But yeah, besides that one detail that's missing, the rest of the plush overall looks really good, and it uses the exact same face as the other Gargantuars, except it got rid of the golden tooth, which overall looks a lot better in my opinion. Because well, the gold tooth wasn't really necessary on the normal Gargantuar, but it did look overall pretty good for the pirate one. But yeah, the imp is the exact same as the other imps, and well, he also is wearing a cowboy hat, which is overall a great detail, and I really like how they made the cowboy hat stand up over the years, so it looks overall really good. And just like the others, if you want these plushes, look on some website in Mexico or eBay. And now let's move on to the next plush set, which is the Dark Ages Gargantuar. Now, this plush has a lot more details than the others in this set, because well, it's overall just a much more complicated design. And well, the pants on this plush overall look really good, and they have the correct cuts at the bottom of them to make it look more accurate. And well, the shirt also has the exact same cuts on the sides of them, and they overall look really good. He also has a red strap on the side of his arm, which is meant to be there, but it does overall look kind of weird because, well, it's not actually a separate piece of plush material, and it's just kind of stitched onto the rest of the arm. So from the looks on this plush, it seems that for some reason he just has like a red band stitched onto his arm, which overall looks really weird, and I think it would have looked better if they put a separate piece of plush material over it instead of just adding it onto the arm. But yeah, besides that, the rest of the plush overall looks really good. I do like the mask around the Gargantuar's face, as it overall looks really accurate to the game, and it's overall a really creative thing that they did a great job making. And well, I also do really like the imp's hair as well, but overall looks accurate to the game, and they also did a great job making it so it looks more 3D on top of the imp's head. And well, just like the Wild West Gargantuar, it has no golden tooth, which is overall an improvement to the others. And well, for some reason, just like the normal Gargantuar, it has this hammer stitched onto his chest for some reason. It doesn't really make a lot of sense that it's stitched onto his chest as it is supposed to move, but yeah, besides that, the rest of the plush is overall just really good. And if you want this plush, you could look on eBay or some website in Mexico. And now moving on to the final Gargantuar in this set, being the Frankenstein Gargantuar. Now this plush is by far the most detailed in the whole set because, well, it overall has the most details needed to be added on it. And well, the pants on this plush are the exact same as the Dark Ages Gargantuar, but the shirt is overall really good, and I do like that they added 2 different layers of it. As well, one layer is a yellow shirt, and well, the second layer is a green shirt that you could actually see under it, and well, but overall just looks really good, and it's kind of like the bamboo shoe that Linkson made that has like an extra layer to it, but this one overall just looks really good, and they did a great job with it. And well, the face is the exact same as the other Gargantuars, except it has stitching all over it, which overall looks really good. And well, instead of using normal embroidery, it uses this different type of embroidery to add extra detail to it and make it not look like the other embroidery to make it stand out a little more. Which I overall think is really creative as well, but makes it look a more fuzzier looking. Overall, just makes it look better in my opinion. It makes it stand out a lot more. And well, the blue part of his head is made out of this really scratchy material that could actually get damaged over the years, and well, the hair on it overall looks really good, and same thing with the shirt, it has like a 3D look to it. And well, the imp is overall really good. It does have some felt on the side of the head to make like a thunderbolt, but yeah, besides that, the rest of the plush is overall really good, and it's overall really high quality. And it's also probably the most detailed plush in the whole set, so that makes sense that I could have the most details that could get damaged on it, because well, the more details, the more possibilities for it to get damaged. But yeah, if you want this plush, you can look on eBay or some website in Mexico. But yeah, out of every Gargantuar in the set, which is your favorite? Mine's probably the Frankenstein Gargantuar, but comment down below yours, and yeah, have a great day.